I hate to do this on this podcast because I know that everyone is doing this and everyone will do this probably for the rest of their careers. But I do think it's worth mentioning. Someone was like, who had the better album, like after the beef, Kendrick or Drake? And I think I just wanted to stop right there because I didn't even read the comments. I was like, bro, this conversation objectively doesn't make sense. Drake dropped an R&B album, a hip hop R&B album, and Kendrick came with like a traditional like West Coast like rap album. You feel me? And I think Give Me a Hug perfectly describes it. It's like, bro, Drake makes music for a much different purpose. And I think when he stepped back into the arena of I'm the best rapper, lyricist ever out, I think that's where he failed. Because to me, it was very apparent even before they got to it that Kendrick was going to smoke him. You feel me? Yep. I think the way that Kendrick delivers messages, I think the way he dissects things, I think the fact that Drake already lost to Pusha T, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he can step into that arena with people like Kendrick, but I think he can make better music for the club than Kendrick.
Yeah, but I also think that you can compare those things.
You compare the albums sonically?
No, not sonically. It's like, which one did you like better? What was a better body of work? And I think they were both true to where they come from.
But I think, okay, yes, you're right.
And the sound too.
But I think I think it's different fans, bro. I think you like it's fans of different things.
Okay, that's the same, bro. There's
Man at the Garden and Give Me a Hug are much different concepts.
And at the end of the year, they have to pick what is the best album of the year, and it's a bunch of different projects of different fucking genres pitted against each other.
And I think Miles is right here. Like you do have to be able to take something for what it is and what it's supposed to be, and judge whether you think it accomplished its goal and if it was a moving piece of art. Because at the end of the day, this is art. I'll just ask you guys the question straight up. Like, which did you think was better?
I mean, I have to live with this one more, but honestly, like first couple day takeaways, I don't look at them too differently.
Okay. It's close.
And I probably am gonna I think that it's close and it'll probably end up close, but realistically, I'm probably gonna play more songs off this long term than I do off GNX.
Okay. Jose?
Well, we talked about goals, right? Like, what is Kendrick's goal for this?
Well, no, I mean, you don't have to. We don't have to put
We don't have to dissect.
Just what is a better piece of art to you? What meant more to you? What did you enjoy more?
I'm just gonna go back to what's the better album. I think that I agree with Miles. I think long term, I'm probably gonna play more songs off the Drake Party Next Door project than the Kendrick project. But there were also more songs. It's also an R&B album. It's also more what I like to hear on a day to day. What I like to hear when I'm going out. So you
like this one better than GNX?
I do, but I don't like the conversation of what was the better album. I just feel like they're very different and they live in different spaces. And I like what you said about did it accomplish its goal. I think GNX definitely is accomplishing everything that
I agree.
it was supposed to do.
I agree.
We don't know about this one yet, but after hearing it, I'm like, okay, I think it's going to, because I think he's going to get a few hits off this. And I think that ultimately what Drake needs to do in terms of positioning is get himself back on the charts.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think this is going to do that. Do I think it's the best Drake project ever? No.
And I don't think GNX is the best Kendrick project ever. Both of them are just all right to me. Both of them are mixtape vibes. Both of them are not the final body of work that I think we were waiting for both of them, to me. I think that they both were trying to dedicate something to the sound they come from. This was super, super authentic Canadian R&B to a T. That Toronto dark R&B sound that they popularized, they went back to that and did that for the majority of this project. Kendrick bodied the West Coast sound and did that for his entire project, you know?
Do I get to answer?
Yeah, which one?
Y'all already know. I mean, to me, it's not close. To me, I think GNX is far better. I think moments like Meet Your Padre, just like embarrassingly bad songs.
But don't do that, like, because you're not listening to. How often are you playing fucking GNX?
A lot.
The title track, really?
Yeah. It's grown on me.
But are you playing like every song off that?
Yeah, I'll go top to bottom on GNX any day.
Wow, I don't play it like that.
The title track is probably the worst song still to me, but it's grown on me a lot. I don't think there are any egregious misses. I don't even think there are any songs that I don't like on GNX. It's quick. It's to the point. I think it holds some of the better songs in Kendrick's discography. Like, I really believe that Reincarnated is a top 10 Kendrick song.
Yeah, but besides that.
Well, does Drake have a top 10 song of his catalog on this album?
I don't think Reincarnated is a top 10, but I'll agree with your point that you could say that it could play.
Yeah. Luther is one of his best hits ever. That's an incredible song.
I think Luther. Luther's up there.
Conceptually, Gloria, that's like the Heart Part 6. These are like great songs.
Those are great songs.
But you see what I mean? I think we could have, if people have been watching this podcast consistently, I think someone could have predicted all of our answers because we all want different things out of the music. True. Which is why I don't know. Like, again, we may just be in like disagreement on this point. I think comparing them in terms of like, is this body work better than this body work? I don't think makes sense because I think they're in two different spaces. But I do like the idea of, did they accomplish their goals? So
yeah, that's a very good answer. That conversation, GNX is better. GNX is better. And
There's slaps
GNX,
on there.
GNX is better, and I just really like this album.
yeah.
And I'm gonna play this album.
And that's totally fair.
GNX is better. For sure.
I think so
and
too.
It's not part. You can't say it's close. You can't say it's close. If you really, really dissect it, yeah.
But like, I'm not mad at Drake fans saying they like this more.
Yeah.
Like I'll let anyone like whatever they want, and I believe that you'll probably play this more. And I'm not mad at you. I'm gonna play songs off this for a while
Drake
too.
fans not trying to twerk to the dictionary, bro.
Yo, we glazed over that line in the reaction. That was so funny.
That was really funny, bro.
Again, though, we should dead it. I think that we should dead the beef talk.
I mean, they're gonna be compared to each other for the rest of their career,
and that's fair. And that's fair. But the direct comparison, because before they were on the same trajectory, and it was just never really talked about. It was just kind of up in the air. Mm-hmm. The beef happened. It's over with. I think that we should dead that, and we obviously just fell into it, but
yeah, I think we're gonna probably keep falling into it. But I agree that I
don't think so.
I mean, we're not writing it on the board. You know what I mean? But I do think that they have become just like super nemesises, super nemini at this point, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean? And like, it's gonna be a story that follows them the rest of their career. There's no escaping it.